Let's do Sunday for one final time in the Zappalachian League season. The Appy League Championship will be played next Saturday at a site to be determined. It'll either be in Danville, Virginia, Pulaski, Virginia, or in Bluefield, West Virginia. And it all comes down to the River Turtles today. They're in with a win or a loss by the Ridge Runners. Hello and welcome into the broadcast. I'm Josh Rother. It's the Game 3 of this weekend series between Burlington and Pulaski, and it's been filled with action. A 5-inning win on Friday night to start things off. Pulaski won 11-6 in the rain-shortened game. The two teams battling again last night, and Burlington puts together a comeback for the ages. The historic 11-run comeback, the largest in Burlington Sock Puppets history. So today, it's Tate Jones on the bump to try and give Burlington a series win and a season series win over the River Turtles. The right-hander has started twice at home this season, and it's Mickey Tettleton's choice to make him the Sunday starter. One of the top 10 guys in the league in innings pitched this year, and Tate Jones has kept that ERA stable throughout the season. 3.62 ERA in 9 appearances, 27 1/3 innings pitched, 6 walks, 18 strikeouts, and a 132 whip for Tate Jones. Let's meet the River Turtles starting lineup. Noah Toole back in his usual spot as the leadoff man will lead things off. John Young Jr., Luke Romine, 2 more lefties at the top of the order. Ryland Dusan, Cameron Jenkins, Creed Erdos, 4, 5, 6. Holden Bronner, couple of hits last night. He'll hit 7th. Tristan King, the right fielder, 8th. And Basilia Williams in center field will bat 9th. Jones readies. First pitch is hacked at, sent out to left field. Bruce Weiss ranging in, and it's a first pitch out for Tate Jones to start this Sunday game. We get a chance to look at the Sock Puppets defensive alignment. Bruce Weiss out in left makes the opening catch. Salminio in center. Josh Campos out in right field. Owen Lee's at third. Bruno at shortstop for Dominican Father's Day. His dad in attendance today. Braden Moranto at second. Deacon Pomeroy at first base. It's John Delgadillo, the backstop. John Young Jr. digs in with 1 out here in the first inning. 5:31, first pitch, 83 degrees, partly cloudy here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. First pitch to John Young Jr. is off the plate. Henry Shmulewicz back behind the plate for the second time in the series. That was the plate ump on Friday, and Nolan Zach trades places. He's in the field tonight. Jones ready with a 1-0. Inside to Young Jr. Works the count to 2-0. Elsewhere in the Appy League, Greenville with a 10-7 loss to Kingsport today officially eliminates them from playoff contention. So it's a 3-way race in both divisions. Here's the 2-0. Young Jr. grounds it softly towards third. Lee charges in, throws to first base in time, and there's 2 outs in the first. That gives way to the Pulaski DH, Luke Romine. Statistically, with a big hit in yesterday's game, he had an RBI double in the top of the 6th inning that pushed Pulaski to a 99.9% win probability and a lead that the River Turtles inevitably gave up throughout the final 4 innings. First pitch, Romine takes a fastball in there for strike 1. 7-inning contest between these two teams today. Season series tied at 3 apiece. 2 wins for Burlington at home. They split a pair on the road. Romine grounds it towards shortstop. Bruno on 2 hops, throws to first base. Tate Jones works a 1-2-3 first inning here in this Sunday game, trying to take the season series over the River Turtles. We head to the bottom of the first inning here. No score between Burlington and Pulaski. We head to the bottom of the first inning here in Burlington, North Carolina. No score between the Sock Puppets and the River Turtles. If you take a look at the Sock Puppets batting order tonight, Sal Mineo in the leadoff spot. Kevin Bruno hitting second. Deacon Pomeroy will hit third. Day off for Brandon Novi. Owen Lee in the 4-hole. Weish fifth. Josh Campos, the right fielder, bats sixth. Had a huge hit in the ninth inning yesterday to extend that game. John Delgadillo, the 7-hitter, Munoz, and Moranto round out the lineup for the Sock Puppets. One of 3 lefties in Tettleton's order tonight. It's Sal Mineo to lead things off. Also had a major hit to bring it to a 1-run game, and then scored the game-tying run on the single by Deacon Pomeroy. McClellan Stifler ready. Goes home. Mineo grounds one into left field. High hopper gets into the grass. It's a leadoff single for Sal Mineo. It just cannot be understated how many players had momentum plays in yesterday's game. Kevin Bruno had another one, a 2 RBI single to put Burlington within 4 in the 6th yesterday. First pitch to Bruno, inside. Well, Max Stifler will be changing schools, headed from West Virginia to South Florida. 2 seasons at West Virginia, pitched more as a freshman, 5 2/3 innings this year with a 7.94 ERA. There's 1-0 to Bruno. Mineo takes off, throws outside. Erdos throws down to second base. Did they get him? Not in time. Mineo slides in safely. He's got second. Mineo loves to run and picks up his 5th stolen base of the summer. That's a late addition, mid-July add to this team. So runner in scoring position for Burlington, nobody out. 2-0 count to Kevin Bruno. Stifler eyes toward second. Now works home. That one smashed to center field on a line. Williams takes a few steps back. Mineo will tag up. Williams throws to third, and it's not in time. Mineo advances to third base. So productive out. The line out to center for Bruno moves Mineo 90 feet away from scoring for Deacon Pomeroy. Well, with what Devin Wilkes has done in Danville in such a short amount of time, Deacon Pomeroy went to bed last night as the RBI leader, and now he stands in 1 behind Danville's first baseman. 47 runs batted in this year. First pitch from Stifler is in the dirt. Good block by Erdos to hold it in play. It's the battery tonight, the Mountaineer connection. Erdos, a catcher at West Virginia. Stifler was one of the bullpen arms for the Mountaineers the last 2 seasons. Toes it from the near side of the rubber. Here's the 1-0. Pomeroy grounds it down the third baseline foul. Nearly takes out Nigel Witherspoon, the team videographer. We'll have to comb through plenty of video footage of last night's 18-17 walk-off win. Pomeroy sits back in his stance, waits on a 1-1. Stifler's toss home. Pomeroy lifts it. Shallow, first base side. Dusan into foul ground. He loses it. It's out of play. Ball and 2 strikes to Pomeroy. 3 for 9 in the series. 12 for 27 against the River Turtles this year, with nearly half of his hits coming in one game. A 5-hit night in Virginia earlier this season. Stifler with a 1-2. Outside. Erdos again snaps down to hold it in front. Stifler ready. The 2-2 pitch. Pomeroy hacks at it, sends it out to right field. King giving chase, and he lost it in the sun. It drops for a base hit. Mineo in to score. RBI single for Deacon Pomeroy. He gets gifted a base hit, but he would have picked up the RBI regardless. The Sock Puppets take a 1-0 lead in the first. It's the first time this weekend that the sun has been out at this ballpark. And Tristan King, used to seeing the cloud cover this weekend, lost it. So Pomeroy draws even, and he's tied Ryan McChrystal from 2022 for the most Sock Puppets RBIs in a single season. Now Owen Lee. Inside, gets away from Erdos, rolls to the backstop. Pomeroy moves to second. Lee got the day off yesterday, but he has been super impressive. Played in the 5-inning loss on Friday. Picked up an RBI in the first on a sac fly, trying to add to his total of 10 over 2 weeks. Swings and grounds one into right field. That's down for a base hit. Pomeroy gets the stop sign at third. Lee has the third Sock Puppet hit through 4 hitters in the first. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Eight of the last 9 Sock Puppets hitters have reached base, dating back to last night's 9th inning. Stifler from the stretch. First pitch to Bruce Weish. Curveball bends back into the zone for strike 1. Weish at .259 this season, .844 OPS. Has 12 extra base hits. Trying to avoid the double play here, bring in another Burlington run, give them a nice cushion in the early going. The 0-1. Weish lines it down the left field line, and it hooks foul. Quickly 0-2. Back-to-back curveballs from Max Stifler in the low 70s. All 3 hits he's allowed tonight have come on his fastball. Minio, Pomeroy, and Lee. The 0-2, Lee takes off towards second. It's in the dirt. Erdos bobbles the throw down. Lee grabs second base. Puts runners at third and second here in the bottom of the first. 1 out for Burlington and a 1-0 lead for the Sock Puppets. One-two to Weish. Grounds it towards shortstop, fielded by Toole. He'll throw across the diamond to first. Pomeroy scores. Weish with an RBI ground out, make it 2-0 Sock Puppets. Burlington led 2-0 after 1 on Friday before surrendering an 8 spot in the second inning. A team that has just 4 comeback wins this year, 2 of which were double-digit comebacks. First pitch to Josh Campos is off the plate, gets away from Erdos, and Lee scores with ease. The wild pitch from Stifler makes it 3-0 Burlington. Pulaski clinches with a win or a Bluefield loss today. It'd be anticlimactic if Elizabethton beat Bluefield to put the River Turtles in. 1-0 swung on and missed by Campos to move it to 1-1. Campos entered in the 5th inning to replace Jaden Nunez yesterday. Went 1 for 3. A big hit in the 9th inning. The 1-1. Swing and a miss again. Behind 1-2. Upstairs fastballs from Max Stifler. Burlington leading 3-0 in the bottom of 1. Stifler with a 1-2. Campos launches it, shallow center field. Young Jr. moving back, Williams moving in, and Williams makes the catch in center. That ends the first inning. 3 Sock Puppets runs in the bottom of 1, and they lead it 3-0 as we head to the second inning on Aware TV. We head to the top of the second inning. Burlington with a 3-0 lead. Tate Jones works a 1-2-3 first. RBIs in the first inning from Pomeroy and Weish. And a wild pitch scores Owen Lee. So the Sock Puppets have their largest lead of the series. Despite scoring 24 runs, they led 2-0 on Friday. That was their largest lead to this point. Let's see what Jones can do with a 3-run cushion facing 4-5-6 from Pulaski here in the second. Rylan Dusan, the catcher first baseman, will lead things off for the Turtles. Dusan 1 for 6 in last night's marathon. Jones quick to work. His 0-0 pitch is up and in. A ball and no strikes. Well, Dusan has surged as of late, about 400 in the month of July as a hitter. 347 altogether. Swings at the 1-0, grounds it towards shortstop. Bruno waits for the hop, pitches across the diamond in time. 4 up, 4 down for Tate Jones. As the race for the playoffs continues, so does the race for end-of-season awards. Tate Jones trying to put himself in the conversation. He's a top 7 guy in innings pitched, and among qualified guys, he's a top 10 guy in ERA. First pitch to Cam Jenkins, fastball inside. So with a solid outing today, anything could happen, although Jones being on the last place team in the Appy League certainly doesn't help his case. Here's the 1-0. Grounded towards third. Lee over, dives, spins, throws to first in time. Highlight play from Owen Lee at third for out number 2. Well, across the league, you'd have to think Porter Gobble of Elizabethton has a good chance. A 4-1 record with a 2.2 ERA and 32 2/3 innings. Jace Rowans of Johnson City had a 6-inning shutout the other day with 12 Ks. In stands Creed Erdos, the catcher out of West Virginia. Takes a slider away. Got the day off yesterday after starting behind the plate on Friday. It's a short stint in the 5-inning game. He reached base all 3 times with 2 singles. Here's the 1-0. Erdos lines it down the left field line, foul. And Pulaski, 28 runs scored in the series, yet they sit at 1-1. 17 runs, the most runs scored by a team to lose a game in the Appy League this year. 1-0 is inside. Check that, 2 balls and 1 strike. Elizabethton dropped a game to Johnson City 18-16 last week. Here's the 2-1. Outside, gets past Delgadillo, rolls to the backstop. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jones has been a guy that's kept his walk number low this season. Just 3 walks allowed over 6 walks allowed over 29 innings. 3 walks last season. Here's the 3-1. Inside, ball 4. A first base runner for Pulaski is Creed Erdos on a 5-pitch walk. Three lefties, one switch hitter for Bill Kinneberg's team today. Here's the final lefty in the order, Holden Bronner, batting out of the 7 spot. Got on base 5 times yesterday. First pitch to Bronner. Foul back, 0-1. Couple of singles and 3 walks in the game last night. Bronner stations his hands. Bat lies on his shoulder. Now the 0-1. Changeup misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Erdos off of first. Here's the 1-1. Grounded towards first. High hop for Pomeroy. Shields the sun and makes the play. Steps on first base. 2 shutout frames for Tate Jones to open this game. Burlington leads it 3-0. We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning on Aware TV. We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning here on Aware TV. John Delgadillo to lead things off, followed by Justin Munoz and Braden Maranto. And Delgadillo trying to erase an 0-for-5 night last night. First pitch, inside. Stifler still the man on the mound for Pulaski. Here's his 1-0. Delgadillo grounds it softly towards third base, off his foot, and he is shaken up as he hobbles away from the foul line. Swearing the shin guard might have caught him on the toe instead. Count moves to 1-1. No activity in either bullpen yet, just some stretching in the Pulaski pen. Left-hander gets loose, the 1-1. Down low on the slider. Just 3 games after today. 2 in Danville, 1 in Burlington for the Sock Puppets. Here's the 2-1. Check to swing. They'll check to first, and they said he went around. Delgadillo winces as he turns away. It's Nolan Zach down at first base on the appeal to push the count to 2-2. Pitch from Stifler. Delgadillo chases outside, strike 3 swinging for the first out in the second inning. First strikeout of the game for either side. Max Stifler trying to calm the nerves after a 3-run first. So with 1 out, nobody on, here's Justin Munoz. 1 for 2 on Friday, his only game in this series. First pitch, slider away. A lot of off speed on the starter throws from Max Stifler tonight. Here's the 1-0. Munoz swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tied him up inside with a fastball. Stifler spent last summer in the Cape Cod League with the Falmouth Commodores. 1-1 in the dirt, 2 balls, 1 strike. Made 5 appearances for Falmouth, making his 5th appearance of the season with Pulaski today. 11 2/3 innings pitched as of the Delgadillo strikeout with an 11.57 ERA. 2 balls, 1 strike to Munoz. Here's the pitch. Munoz swings and misses at a slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Likely be the starting catcher on Tuesday in Danville, and then Campos will get the nod Wednesday at home before Delgadillo finishes the season in Danville on Thursday. 2-2 pitch. Down low. Fastball missed. Count runs full. The sun is shining. The wind slightly in and towards left field here at the ballpark. First game of the season last night without a home run for either side in game number 20 of the home season for the Sock Puppets. Here's the 3-2. Outside for ball 4. Munoz drops his bat and will head down to first base. 35 runs scored combined between the two teams, and not a single ball left the yard. There was a couple plays out to deep center that Minio got towards the wall to make catches or field balls that bounced off the wall. But no big flies. And these are two teams that sit towards the top of the league in home runs. Pulaski 3rd with 33, Burlington 4th with 32. They'll check Munoz at first. Dusan traps it on the pickoff attempt. Throws it back to Stifler. The race from 2nd to 7th place in the league, all within 4 home runs. Danville with 25, the fewest. Johnson City with 47, the most. Big lead at first. They'll check Munoz again. And earlier today, Johnson City getting a 9-8 win over Danville. That's big for Pulaski, but big for Nate Eisfelder, who hit his 9th home run to tie Brandon Novi atop the league leaders in home runs. Braden Maranto still waiting on the first pitch. Throw from Stifler is down and in for ball 1. With the addition of the infielders in the middle of July, Maranto has seen his time decrease after being a nearly everyday player at the start of the season. Still a .351 batter in the Appy League. The 1-0. Maranto grounds it back to the mound, fielded by Stifler, throws to second for 1. Young Jr. to first, in time for a double play to end the inning. .163 double play for Pulaski. That ends the second. 3-0, still the lead for the Sock Puppets as we head to the third on Aware TV. To the third we go. Burlington leads Pulaski 3-0, and Tate Jones has worked 2 scoreless innings to start his third start of the season. 8-9-1 for the River Turtles, just the one base runner on the Creederdos walk in the second. So it's Tristan King, the left-handed hitter, to lead things off. Swings and fires one towards shortstop. It was a flare off the bat. Bruno caught it for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out in the third for Jones. So the caboose for Pulaski today, Basilio Williams. Big night for him last night. He knocked in 3 runs. And he's just a .227 hitter this season. He's brought in 25 runs, second most. As he takes a strike on the outer edge, third most on his team this year. Williams, an outfielder from Prairie View A&M. 0-1 from Jones. Outside, past Delgadillo. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jones sits into his stance, the 1-1. Fastball in the eyes of Williams to move it to 2-1. Williams a pair of singles in last night's game. Here's the 2-1. Williams grounds it towards short. Bruno hovers, makes the catch, throws to first. Scoop by Pomeroy to get Williams, and there's 2 outs. A ground ball effort so far from Tate Jones. 7 of his 8 outs have come on balls in the dirt. So with 2 outs, nobody on. Quick start to this inning, just 5 pitches to get the first 2 outs. Back to the top for Noah Toole. First pitch. Toole takes a changeup in the zone for strike 1. Toole flew out to lead off the first. The 0-1. Toole lifts it out to left field again. Weish backpedaling out towards the track and makes the catch a few feet in front of the left field fence for the third out. 7 pitches to get rid of the River Turtles in the third. Tate Jones has worked 3 scoreless frames as we head to the bottom of 3. Burlington ahead 3-0 on Aware TV. We head to the third inning The Sock Puppets holding a 3-0 lead. New arm for Pulaski. It's a short day for Max Stifler, just 32 pitches thrown. Gets a double play ball in the second, but he gives way to the left-hander TJ McLaughlin to face Sal Mineo. McLaughlin making his third appearance of the season. His first pitch is a fastball in the zone for strike one. So lefty-on-lefty matchup. McLaughlin, through 2 outings, did earn a save one time. 6 1/3 shutout innings with 1 walk and 7 strikeouts. The 0-1. Curveball in the dirt. Native of Goodview, Virginia. Graduated from Jefferson Forest High School. Headed to Walters State Community College in Tennessee. The 1-1. Another curveball. Great 12-6 movement, but it's down low. 2 balls, 1 strike to Mineo. Lefty works out of the windup into his motion. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball, inner half, called strike, 2-2. Ready with a 2-2 pitch. Fastball just outside. Count moves to 3-2. A Class 4 All-State honoree in the state of Virginia. McLaughlin works into a 3-2. Down low, missed it. A curveball low. Mineo drops his bat. He walks to lead off the 3rd inning. So with a man at first, here's the right-handed hitting Kevin Bruno, lined out to center in his lone at-bat today. Mineo gets a check. Now we'll get a throw over to first from McLaughlin. Jason Johnson, the right-hander, getting loose in the Burlington pen. Tate Jones has worked 3 quick innings today. First pitch to Bruno. Down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Couple glances towards first. Now a slide step. Bruno spins that one out to center field. Williams giving chase. Plants his feet underneath the ball, makes the catch for the first out. Couple of air outs for Bruno to the center fielder Williams tonight. That brings up Deacon Pomeroy. Bit of an awkward swing his first time up. Set to be a sac fly. It landed in front of Tristan King in right field for an RBI single. He's got 48 runs batted in this year. Need Mineo to help him out, move to second here, see if he gets the signal to steal. The first pitch. Pomeroy lifts one out to deep center field. Williams already playing deep out there, moves a couple steps to his left and snags it for out number 2. So after the walk to Mineo, McLaughlin working efficient now. He's got a pair of flyouts to center field on the next 3 pitches. With 2 outs, another lefty-on-lefty matchup. Owen Lee stands in. Had a single in the first. Slide step from McLaughlin. Lee thought about bunting, instead pulled it back. 1-0. Long pause. McLaughlin looks towards first. And we'll go there. Mineo a couple steps to touch the base. Another check to first. Minio standing safely. The 1-0 to Lee. Lee lifts it out to right field shallow. Didn't like the swing. King has already had trouble once. This time he makes the catch for the third out. McLaughlin works around a leadoff walk, keeps Burlington off the scoreboard in the third. We head to the top of the fourth inning here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. 3-0 Sock Puppets. To the fourth we go. Here in North Carolina, Jason Johnson is the new arm. Tate Jones, masterclass today. 3 innings pitched, no hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts, but he keeps Pulaski off the board. On 25 pitches, he gets 9 outs, faces 10 hitters. So Johnson takes the ball, 23 2/3 innings pitched, over 10 outings this year. His first pitch to John Young Jr. is in the air, routine for Minio in center. Camps underneath it, walks it in, and makes the catch. The efficient arms of Burlington today, it's taken them 26 pitches to get 10 outs. So Young Jr. down. Here's Luke Romine. In the first pitch, Romine lifts it out to left. Foul, out of play. Johnson with a 6.85 ERA, equaling his appearances in a Burlington jersey last year where he pitched 11 times. 19 walks and 17 Ks for Jason this year. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Takes the bottom off the baseball and gets a whiff from Luke Romine to push it to 0-2. The velo will be a big thing to watch today. Johnson looking for a new home. Has ran it up to 94 in recent weeks. Now the 0-2. Fastball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Again outside. Changeup that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Johnson and Jones, the tandem today. Could be all we see from Dave Schmidt's staff. Here's the 2-2. up high. Delgadillo went to grab it, dropped it in the dirt. Romines worked back. Count is full at 3-2. Pulaski still searching for its first hit of the game. The 3-2. Down low, and Romine works a walk. Second base runner today for Pulaski. Double play set up. Bruno and Moranto camp behind second. In stands Rylan Dusan. Johnson from the stretch. Gets away from Delgadillo. Rolls away. Romine grabs second base. So after an efficient start with 3 straight strikes, Johnson's missed the zone on 5 straight. Takes the double play out of consideration as well. And Dusan had bounced into 4 of them. So first at bat with a runner in scoring position comes in the 4th for the Turtles. Johnson comes set. Here's the 1-0. Dusan lines it out to the right center gap. Romine moved back to tag. It lands in right center field. Minio races to catch it. Throws it in towards second. Romine scores. RBI double for Rylan Dusan. And Pulaski breaks the no-hit bid with an RBI double to get on the board 3-1. They were about halfway there to an abbreviated no-hitter. Dusan plays spoiler. And Pulaski has its first run. In stands Cam Jenkins. 2 for 7 in this series. Has played both days. The first pitch. Curveball in the zone for strike 1. Dusan's 7th double of the year, his 35th RBI, leads the team. Oh, 1 to Jenkins. Just inside. Off speed again. Dusan now tied with Eisfelder of Johnson City with 35 RBIs, 5th most in the Appalachian League. And he's done it in 9 less games. The 1-1. Outside, Delgadillo staggers to catch it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Over in Bluefield, Elizabethton leads 1-0. A reminder that Bluefield mathematically eliminated from the playoffs with a Pulaski win or a loss today. Here's the 2-1. Outside again. Johnson can't find the zone. It's 3-1. Jenkins multi-hit night last night. Picked up a pair of RBIs. Here's the 3-1. Outside again. Johnson misses with 4 straight after the 0-0 slider finds the zone, and there's 2 aboard for Pulaski here in the 4th with 1 out. So Erdos with runners at first and second and 1 out. Johnson backed himself into a corner to start this 4th inning. Erdos walked in the 2nd. First pitch from Johnson. High and away. 1-0 the count to Erdos. He's been on base all 4 plate appearances this weekend. Johnson with a 1-0. Line into left field. Gets down for a base knock. Weish races in. They're going to send Doosan home. The throw in is cut off, and Pulaski is within one. An RBI single for Creed Erdos makes it 3-2.
He said he likes river turtles. Oh my goodness.
Four straight base runners for Pulaski. One out, men at first and second. Here's Holden Bronner. Johnson goes home. Bronner fouls it off. Hits the padded wall behind home plate, 0-1. Johnson tries the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Change up in the dirt, and Bronner chased it, 0-2. That's been his best pitch today. Does he go back to it on 0-2? A throw from Johnson. Inside. Bronner turned his back. Away from the baseball. Count moves to 1-2. One-two pitch from Johnson. In the dirt. Blocked by Delgadillo. It's even at 2-2 now. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded up the middle. Bruno races to cut it off. Flips backhand to second for one. Moranto's throw sky high. Gets to the fence, but Jenkins too late to make a move. He didn't read it out of the air. Moranto's throw was about 10 feet over Pomeroy's head. So the fielder's choice gets the out at second. What a play by Bruno to cut that ball off and get one out. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. No run in on the play. Bronner at first. Jenkins at third. Big RBI spot. Pulaski scored 14 of their 17 runs a day ago with 2 outs. A chance to add to that total for Tristan King. First pitch is off the plate. The ball and no strikes to Tristan King. Played at Northwest Florida State Junior College. Teammates with Orlando Fernandez. Here's the 1-0. In the air to right field. Deep. Campos races, finds it, and makes the catch. A good read by Campos in right field. Holds Burlington ahead by 1. It's 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. So we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, a fast-moving game. TJ McLaughlin out for his second inning of work. He'll face Bruce Weish, Josh Campos, John Delgadillo. The three due up this inning. Into his windup, first pitch is outside for ball one. That one lifted in the air, shallow right field. Ranging back, Young Jr. camps under it, makes the catch. There's the first out of the fourth. Well, one quick out for McLaughlin. Here's Josh Campos. Flew out to center in the first. First pitch fastball misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Down low, 2 balls, no strikes. Campos will be a starting outfielder at Liberty next spring. Here's the 2-0. Outside. He was already one of the starters in the outfielder this year, but he'll return after starting his career at Florence Darlington. Three out to Campos. Outside, he missed with 4 straight. Campos aboard with a 1-out walk. Runner at first is Campos. In stands John Delgadillo. Due for a big knock in this series. He's 0 for 6. Campos leaning off of first. The lefty McLaughlin is operated with a slide step. But he goes with just a leg kick here, and the first pitch fastball in the zone for strike 1. Delgadillo struck out swinging in the second. The lone K of the day for McClellan Stifler. The 0-1. Down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tommy Williams taps his helmet on the third base coaching box to hand out signs. Campos tiptoeing off of first. The 1-1. Delgadillo sends a routine fly ball out to shallow center field. It's a long run as Toole backtracks from the shortstop position to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 gone. Here's Justin Munoz. Munoz worked a walk in the second. McLaughlin comes home. Fastball tailing away from right-handed hitters, so it works back into the zone for strike 1. Oh, 1 to Munoz. Backs him off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's the lone catcher that's stayed the length of the summer in the opening day roster out of Hackensack, New Jersey. The 1-1. Munoz grounds it towards short. Toole off his glove. No play. Munoz was jogging down to first. It's an error on the shortstop Toole to extend the inning. Runners at first and second for Braden Maranto to add some insurance for the Sock Puppets. Campos at second, Munoz at first, and there's 2 outs. Left on left matchup. McLaughlin yet to face a sock puppet with a runner in scoring position tonight. His first pitch to Moranto. Fastball outside. Moranto has played now 5 games against Pulaski this year. He's had a hit for the previous 4, 7 for 15 on the summer against the Turtles. The 1-0. Moranto rips it towards second, deep in the hole for Young Jr., who pitches it to first for out number 3. That ends the 4th inning. 3-2, Burlington ahead of Pulaski. Jason Johnson back out to start the 5th on Aware TV. Are we going to get some close baseball at the start of a game in this series? 3-2 the lead for Burlington as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Jason Johnson to face 9-1-2 Basilio Williams. Swings and misses at the first pitch fastball, up and in from Jason Johnson. And after 4 innings of play on Friday, it was 9-6 Pulaski. After 4 innings yesterday, much more lopsided. It was 8-2. 1-0-1 misses outside, make it 1-1. Williams bounced out to shortstop in the 3rd. His lone at bat today. The 1-1. Williams lifts it down the right field line, hooks out of play, foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Pulaski is not struck out today. Johnson works him into a 2-strike count. Has yet to pull out the changeup to Williams. And the 1-2 over his head. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Inside. Jammed Williams. Delgadillo. Trouble squeezing it. It rolls away, and the count is 3-2. Johnson had Luke Romine down 0-2 and then lost him on 4 straight. In danger of losing Basilio Williams, the 9-hitter, after being ahead 1-2. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded back to the mound. Johnson can't get off the rubber in time. Bruno, tough play on the backhand. He's got no play at first base. Infield hit for Basilio Williams. And Pulaski has its third hit tonight. Its first time with the leadoff runner aboard tonight. First pitch to Noah Toole is tapped foul off the end of his Marucci Blackwood bat. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. Williams takes off. Launched foul out of play on the left side. Johnson getting ahead in counts. Can he convert? Williams with 6 stolen bases this season has been thrown out twice. He gets a look now, and it rolls to the fence. Johnson grounded the ball. Long run for Campos, the right fielder. Williams around second. He'll head for third base. A 2-base error from the pitcher Jason Johnson on an 0-2 pickoff move. Pulaski has the tying run 90 feet away. A costly mistake for Jason Johnson. Now he'll regather. The 0-2 to Toole. Changeup away. On ball, 2 strikes. Mason Yoakum, the southpaw, is throwing in the Burlington bullpen right now. The 1-2. Changeup again. Misses outside. Toole's got it even. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Just outside. Make it 3-2. Full count pitch. Upstairs, Toole walks. Johnson misses with 4 straight. Wheels are falling off the bus after a incredibly productive start for the pitching staff today. That draws Dave Schmidt out of the dugout for the first time in the 5th inning. Man, it hasn't been too many games where Schmidt has been able to stay in the dugout. Well, the previous highest team ERA in Appy League history was a flat 8. And that was the Bristol Stateliners in 2022. As it stands right now, Pulaski will break the record for the highest ERA in a season at 8.1, which will then immediately be broken by Greenville at 8.68, and then broken a third time in the same season by Burlington at 8.77. That's if the season ended today. There's still a series left to be played. Schmidt back to the dugout. Big at-bat for John Young Jr. 3 for 11 this series. First pitch in the dirt. Delgadillo stops it. No advancement from Toole at first. He represents the go-ahead run with nobody out in the 5th. One-0 from Johnson. Slider outside. 2-0. 2-0 pitch to Young. That one catches the zone. Young Jr. thought it was a little bit low. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1. Young back up the middle. Bruno can't get there. Moranto does. He throws to first. It's not in time. Run comes in to score. Williams makes it 3-3. And Young Jr. beats it down to first base. So there's no outs still. Runners at first and second. Be an infield hit for John Young Jr. Toole gets to second. The River Turtles have evened things up. Now Luke Romine takes down and in. 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0. Check swing. Caught the zone anyways. Romine not close to coming around. But Henry Schmulowitz says that pitch was inside the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike as Yoakum continues to get ready. 1-1 inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Johnson tries a 2-1. Romine shatters his bat, but lines it into left field. That gets down. The go-ahead run, Noah Toole in to score. Pulaski has new life. They've taken the lead. It's 4-3 here in the 5th inning. Young Jr. to second. Mickey Tettleton out of the dugout. That will end the day for Jason Johnson. He'll exit with nobody out here in the 5th. Mason Yoakum, the left-hander, will get loose. Runners at first and second for Pulaski with nobody out when we come back. So the new arm for Burlington is the left-handed pitcher Mason Yoakum, native of Leesburg, Virginia, pitched at the Citadel. Will face Ryland Dusan immediately after entering his 10th appearance of the season, 10.95 ERA. The first pitch to Ryland Dusan is outside for ball one. Second time playing in Saukville. Pitched 19 1/3 innings in 2024. Team that played in the East Division Championship game. Now the 1-0. Dusan lifts it in the infield. It'll be an infield fly called by Zach. Bruno camps under it and squeezes it for out number one. So with one out, still runners at first and second. Pulaski leading 4-3 in the top of the fifth. Here's Cam Jenkins. Takes inside for ball one. Jenkins left stranded at third. Last inning. Now has his chance to add on to this Pulaski lead. 2 runs in the fourth, 2 runs in the fifth. They lead it 4-3. The 1-0. Jenkins back up the middle into center field past Moranto. Running in from second, Young Jr. will score. 2-run lead for the River Turtles. RBI single for Cam Jenkins makes it 5-3. It's a big development that would render the East Division Series this week completely useless other than for home field advantage in round one. Here's Creed Erdos, still 2 on, 1 out. Pitch from Yoakum, outside. If Pulaski holds on to win today, they won't only clinch their first playoff since 2021. They'll just be a game back from Danville, holding the tiebreaker and needing to pick up 1 win on the Otterbots this week. Here's the 1-0. Down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. It'll be Pulaski against Bluefield Tuesday through Thursday and Burlington against Danville Tuesday through Thursday. The 2-0 to Erdos. Down again, 3-0. It's a Pulaski team that has been very solid against its East counterparts this year. 11 wins in 17 games against teams from the East Division, compared to 11-13 outside of the East. Yoakum with a 3-0. Down again, 4 straight misses. Pulaski's loaded the bases here in the fifth with 1 out. Lefty on lefty matchup. Runners at every base. Yoakum's first pitch to Holden Bronner is hacked at and fouled away. Bronner 1 for 2 when hitting with the bases loaded this year. 3 runs batted in. It was a double, his lone hit. Now here's the 0-1. Curveball, misses high. A ball and a strike to Bronner. Player at the State College of Florida. Again outside, 2-1. Pulaski with a 5-3 lead here in the fifth. Bluefield leading Elizabethton 3-1. Bluefield needing a win and a Pulaski loss to extend its season. Here's the 2-1. Off the plate, 3 balls, 1 strike. Yoakum's got nowhere to put Bronner. Romine is at third. Jenkins is at second. Erdos is at first. The 3-1 to Bronner. On the ground toward short. Bruno fields to second for 1. Moranto to first. In time, double play. Mason Yoakum ushers in a huge double play ball. Bruno Moranto Pomeroy on the finish. 6-4-3 go the Turtles. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. 5-3, Pulaski takes its first lead as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Burlington trying to work its way back from a 2-run deficit. 5-3 the score as we go to the bottom of inning number 5. It's still the left-hander, TJ McLaughlin, and they're playing Sal Mineo in right field right now. First pitch fastball in the zone for strike 1. Mineo has reached base twice tonight, a single in the first, scored a run, stole a base, walked in the third. John Young Jr. is 20 feet into right field. The 0-1. Mineo swings over top of a curveball, tips it into the glove of Erdos, moves the count to 0-2. McLaughlin, 2 scoreless innings since entering out of the pen. The 0-2. Down low with a curveball. Erdos liked it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Called third strike. Fastball on the outside corner. Eats Mineo up for strike for out number 1. McLaughlin picks up his first K today. Kevin Bruno takes outside. Mickey Tettleton has talked about how the hitting this year has risen to its best ever. Here's the 1-0. Bruno takes a curveball, bends back in the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. We talked earlier today about how the lowest batting average in the league is 261. The 1-1 to Bruno is rifled foul, which is just a stark contrast from a season ago when 232 was the baseline and 261 wouldn't have been in the bottom half. The 1-2. Fastball upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Even 2 years ago when Mickey was managing Danville, 261 would be the third best. Now it's the league worst by a wide margin. That one's grounded to third. Scooped by Jenkins. Throws across the diamond and gets Bruno for the second out. Two up, 2 down in the 5th. In stands Deacon Pomeroy. And what a fun event it'll be if Pomeroy stays at 48 today. He'll tie Wilkes, and they'll get to play against each other, the dueling first basemen this week for the RBI crown in the Appy League. Pomeroy swings and misses at a curveball behind 0-1. That's unless he can work his own magic here. He's got 6 home runs this season. Has not hit one since the 4th of July. The 0-1. Curveball, outer edge, 0-2. McLaughlin's rhythm has been unmatched since entering. He's just allowed the 1 walk. Now the 0-2. Pomeroy lines it into right field. It gets down for a hit. 2-hit day for Deacon. Puts the tying run at the plate. It's Owen Lee with 2 outs in the 5th. Owen Lee 1 for 2 tonight, a single and a flyout. Has 2 bombs in 2 weeks of being here. Up and in. And Lee thought it hit him. They said it got me to the umpire, Henry Schmulowitz. Did not get awarded first base. Maybe he wants to swing anyways. Pomeroy off of first. 1-0 the count to Lee. The pitch from McLaughlin. Curveball. Just low. 2-0. Joe Gomez, the righty, getting loose for the Sock Puppets. Here's the 2-0. Up and in again. Lee backs away. 3 balls, no strikes. (3-0). Inside to Lee. Drops his bat in the box and walks down to first. Now you create a positive matchup for Bruce Weiss. He'll get to face a lefty here as the go-ahead run. But not before Michael Mueller gets his paws out to the mound to check on TJ McCarthy. TJ McLaughlin. Quick visit for Mueller. Both of Weich's home runs this year have come against right-handed pitchers. He's 5 of 21 against lefties with just 1 RBI.
That might be the best mix.
Big at bat for Weish. He can take the lead with one swing. McLaughlin's first pitch. Weish, defenseless swing. He got fooled in a big way. The bender from McLaughlin makes it 0-1. Nods home. The 0-1. Curveball in the zone, 0-2. And now Weish has to activate defense mode behind 0-2. Pomeroy at second, Lee at first, 2 outs in the fifth. Pulaski leading 5-3. Pitch from McLaughlin. Swing and a miss. Got Lee chasing. 3 straight off-speed pitches ends the 5th inning. McLaughlin strands 2. Pulaski leads 5-3. We head to the 6th here on Aware TV. We head to the 6th here in Burlington. Pulaski would love nothing more than to add some insurance to its 2-run lead. They're getting some help from Elizabethton, meanwhile, in Bluefield, West Virginia, as the River Riders have put in 3 runs in the 5th to take a 4-3 lead. Some run support for Porter Gobble. Yoakum versus King to start the 6th. First pitch from Yoakum. Backs King off the plate, 1-0. Yoakum enters and gets an infield fly and then a double play ball, relatively unscathed. The 1-0 is outside. All 5 runs credited to Jason Johnson. Yoakum issues a hit to Jenkins, the walk to Erdos, but then works around it. 2-0 the count to Tristan King. Yoakum delivers home. Fastball in the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, it's been a whopping 9 straight games that opponents have scored at least 10 runs against Burlington at home. Pulaski halfway there. 2-1 is lifted in the air, out to left center field. Weish calls off Minio, makes the catch for out number 1. Could also break a streak of 5 straight games where an away team at this ballpark has a hitter bat twice in the same inning. Basilio Williams is the 9-man. He'll hit with 1 out, no one on. Yoakum's first pitch in the eyes of Williams, ball one. Yoakum tries a 1-0. That one's lined down the right field line, slices foul. If you want to go back to the last time an away team did not send 9 hitters to the plate in a game against Burlington, that would be July 7th against Johnson City. That's how long it's been. It's a thick chunk of my scorebook up here. The 1-1 outside to Williams. 2 balls, 1 strike. It was also a 5-2 win on July 7th, the lowest combined total at a game this year for Burlington at home. Had a 4-0 win in 7 innings in a doubleheader in Danville earlier in the year. The 2-1, Williams fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Everything elevated to Williams, the 6-foot center fielder for Pulaski. Yoakum with a 2-2 pitch. Curveball. High. Spun around on his back heel on the mound, expecting to get the called 3rd strike call. It was just high, said Henry Schmulowitz. Count is full. Full count from Yoakum. Fastball grounded up the middle, and Moranto cuts it off, bounces off his arm. Williams gets to first. It took a high hop off the lip of the grass on the infield. Moranto moving away from first base would have been a tough play regardless. Williams aboard for the 2nd time tonight. Back-to-back 2-hit nights for Basilio Williams. Mickey Tettleton making a move out to the mound. Joe Gomez quickens his routine in the pen. And that'll do it. Tettleton claps his hands once and takes the ball from Mason Yoakum. So Joe Gomez will enter with a runner at first and 1 out in the top of the 6th. When we return, you're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. So Joe Gomez takes over. He inherits Basilio Williams on first with one out in the top of the sixth. Pulaski holding a 5-3 lead. A lead that, if held to the end of the game, would give Pulaski its first playoff berth since 2021. First pitch, hacked at. Noah Toole sends a lazy fly ball. Shallow left field. Weish moves in, makes a nice catch. Having to extend almost fully out on the run to hold it for the second out. And Noah Toole now with 3 flyouts to Weish in left tonight. Gomez with 18 innings pitched this season, a 9.68 ERA, a 2-0 record, 23 walks and 20 strikeouts, completing his third season in the Appalachian League. The Longwood Lancer spending the first 2 years with the Tri-State Coalcats. 2 outs now. Here's John Young Jr. And the first pitch, fastball outside, called a strike. Now Gomez, good 2-pitch mix with the fastball and the slurve. The 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Young Jr. with a RBI single in the 5th. Came in and scored the 3rd run in that inning to give Pulaski a 5-3 advantage. And the 1-1. Slurve ball works back into the zone. Gomez gets it to 1-2. 5 runs, 7 hits. And 1 error for Pulaski. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for Burlington. 1-2 count to John Young Jr. with 2 outs in the 6th. Basilio Williams leads off first. Gomez throws home. Checked foul. Ready with another 1-2. Gomez offsets his feet. Long pause, delivers home. Curveball, called 3rd strike. There's that slurve from Joe Gomez. And it dazzles for Pulaski's first strikeout on the hitting side tonight. Ends the 6th inning. Keeps this game at 5-3. The River Turtles lead it as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning on Aware TV. Pulaski needs 6 outs to get to postseason baseball. Standing in it is a resilient group that started its furious rally in the bottom of the 6th yesterday. Do they have the same magic? Josh Campos to lead off. A curveball from TJ McLaughlin in the zone for strike 1. Burlington put 7 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning home yesterday. Here's the 0-1. Campos checks. Fouled it. 0-2. It was gloved by Erdos behind the plate. Burlington with 3 runs in the first inning, scoreless since that point. Here's the 0-2 in the dirt. A lot of off-speed stuff coming from TJ McLaughlin, who's been so impressive since entering 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 3 zeros on the scoreboard. Gets ready with a 1-2. Down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just 4 Burlington hits tonight. 2 for Deacon Pomeroy, 1 for Minio, 1 for Lee. The rest hitless. 2-2. Campos lays off a curveball inside. And this count is full at 3-2. Full count pitch, lofted right side, foul, out of play. Campos with a flyout and a walk tonight. Played in his first game on Wednesday in Greenville. Here's the 3-2. Campos lines it out to center. Stays in the air for Williams to camp underneath it, make the catch for out number 1. But the teams haven't really made much of an adjustment from last night. They're still aggressive and they're still making hard contact. There's 4 combined strikeouts today. But so many balls have stayed in the yard, stayed in play on both sides. And so we sit at 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. John Delgadillo stands in. Takes off the plate, 1-0. Delgadillo hitless in 2 tries, a strikeout and a pop-out today. The 1-0. Curveball misses in, 2-0. To JD. Fastball in the zone. McLaughlin gets it to 2-1. Has thrown 54 pitches, 27 balls, 27 strikes. The 1-0. Off the plate, 3 balls, 1 strike. Into his windup, 3-1. That's outside, says Henry Shmulowitz. That walks Delgadillo. Puts the tying run up to bat with 1 out in the bottom of inning number 6. Delgadillo to first, 1 out for Justin Munoz. Hit a ball hard his last time up, reached on an error by the shortstop Noah Toole. From the stretch, McLaughlin looks towards first. Now fires home. Munoz swings and misses at a fastball, 0-1. Activity in the Pulaski bullpen as Levi Martin gets loose. Here's the 0-1. Up high to Munoz, 1 ball, 1 strike. Both of his home runs this season have come at home. They're both solo home runs. Delgadillo off of first. The 1-1. Munoz smashes it towards second. Gloved by the second baseman Young Jr. to second for 1 and on to first. An inning-ending double play. 4-6-3. The Turtles turn another one. And we head to the 7th. 3 outs apiece. 5-3. Pulaski ahead of Burlington on Aware TV. So to the 7th we go. Pulaski leading Burlington 5-3 in Game 3 of the set. It would give Pulaski the series win, the season series win, and a postseason bid. Would move them one game back of Danville in the East. In this game in the 7th, Elizabethton hangs a 9 on Bluefield in the top of the 5th, puts them in the driver's seat to eliminate Bluefield. But Pulaski might be able to clinch first before Bluefield can lose. So that would put the East settled outside of home field advantage, which would be settled during the week. And in the West, it's a 3-horse race. Elizabethton, with the win, would move a half game back of Johnson City, so still a lot to play for. And during the week, it will be Kingsport and Elizabethton. That's a pivotal series. Joe Gomez throws home and a slurve in the zone to Luke Romine for strike 1. Ready with an 0-1. Another off-speed pitch, this one low. And Pulaski and Burlington, until last night, had not played a game that was settled by less than 5 runs all year. Here's the 1-1, outside with a fastball. And last night's game looked destined for the same. Burlington with a fearless comeback win, 18-17, the most runs scored in a single Appy League game this year. Most scored in Appy League history in a game involving Burlington. Here's the 2-1. Romine takes another slurve inside, 3 balls, 1 strike. Romine with a single, a walk, and a ground out tonight. Gomez with a 3-1. Way high over Delgadillo's head, and a walk for Romine to start the 7th.
All right, Sockville, I'm here with Grayson, and Grayson wants to hear a little something from you. What is it, Grayson? Great job, Grayson.
Leadoff man is aboard. Luke Romine at first. Here's Rylan Dusan. Dusan tonight, a double, which scored a big run to kick off the scoring for Pulaski. They've scored 5 straight after trailing 3-0. First pitch. Dusan swings and misses at a fastball. 0-1. Gomez from the stretch. Deals with an 0-1. Slurve upstairs. A ball and a strike. The Dusan 1 for 3 tonight. Has a hit in all 3 games of this series. Getting the nod at catcher. In none of the games, he was at first base on Friday. Takes one on the outside edge for strike 2 and quickly behind 1-2. Three double plays turned tonight. 2 by Pulaski, 1 by Burlington. The 1-2. Dusan shoots one down the first baseline, foul. Count stays at 1-2. Pulaski holding a 5-3 lead here in the top of the 7th. Nobody on, nobody out. Romine on first. Hefty lead for Romine. The 1-2. Slurve outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Toole, Dusan, Williams, the lone players in the batting order today that are the same from the first series these teams met at the start of the year. Dusan just taps it foul. Lives to see another day at 2-2.
All right, Ariel. Give it to him, ladies.
Gomez on the bump. Ready from the stretch. His 2-2 pitch. Dusan grounds it towards third. Deep in the hole for Lee. Throws to second for one. Moranto to first. Not in time. They get the lead runner. Romine out on the fielder's choice. Dusan to first. Thought for a second Lee might have only the play at first. Able to flip it quickly to Moranto at second and get the lead runner. So with one out, now it's Cameron Jenkins. He's had a solid series, 3 for 8 as a hitter. 1 for 2 today. Gomez with an 0-0. Nearly hits Jenkins. Bobbled by Delgadillo. Jenkins having to resituate his helmet on top of his head. 1-0 the count. Flashy gear from Jenkins. Hot pink cleats lined in green on the backside with a neon green shin guard. The 1-0. In the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gomez was sick earlier this week, did not travel with the team to Greenville, Tennessee. And the 1-1. Jenkins sends a liner out to short, caught by Bruno, spins and throws to first. Pomeroy able to knock it down. Bruno catches it for out number 2. Dusan was barely off first. Bruno, without thinking, trying to double up Dusan. 2 outs in the 7th. In stands Creed Erdos. Erdos aboard again today, all 3 times. After being aboard all 3 times on Friday. First pitch. Slider in the dirt. Erdos very impressive at 364 in the summer. Has not left the yard. All 4 extra base hits are doubles. The 1-0. Erdos swings, taps it into the glove of Delgadillo. Count to 1-1. Kicks and deals with a 1-1. Slurve ball finds its way back into the zone. Gomez gets it to 1-2. Can he keep hunting? Here's the 1-2. Cut out and sent to third on a line. Lee squeezes it for the 3rd out. It's go time for the Sock Puppets. 5-3 the Pulaski lead as we head to the bottom of the final inning here on a Sunday at Burlington Athletic Stadium this season. So to the bottom of the 7th we go here at the ballpark. Pulaski holding a 5-3 lead over Burlington, needing 3 outs to secure a postseason bid here in 2026. It's a new arm for Pulaski after 4 stout innings from TJ McLaughlin to hold the Sock Puppets off the scoreboard. They turn to the right-hander Levi Martin, a prep arm from Pocahontas, Arkansas, 18 years old. Completed his high school career at Valley View High School as the 11th ranked player from Arkansas, 2nd ranked right-handed pitcher, headed to Central Missouri for collegiate ball in the spring. Martin, one of the later additions to this Pulaski rotation, has pitched in 5 games this year, 9 1/3 innings pitched, 7 walks and 8 strikeouts, a .482 ERA, and a whip of 1.5, which hopefully with the law of averages means that one of these runners can get aboard and give Deacon Pomeroy a chance to take the single-season RBI lead here at his home ballpark. Pulaski works into its Moranto shift again. Jenkins peeling off third. The infielders on the grass in the middle. Martin's first pitch misses away. A ball and no strikes. Similar to Minio, Young Jr. is shading 20 feet into right field at second. The 1-0. Nearly hits Moranto, bounces away, 2-0. Well, 2 runs is nothing for this team. They scored 6 with 2 outs in the 9th last night. They were chasing 5. 2-0 to Moranto. Bounces before home plate. It's 3-0. Saukville dugout comes to life. The bullpen escapes into the dugout at the end of every game. Here's the 3-0. Outside, he missed with 4 straight. Moranto's aboard. Leadoff walk in the 7th. Bill Kinneberg cannot fathom losing a lead in the 9th. 2 games in a row. Here's Sal Minio. 1 for 2 tonight, a single, a walk, and a strikeout. Hits from the left side. Martin Smith with 4 straight. His 0-0 is clubbed foul. Minio out ahead. Oh and 1. Martin works on the stretch from the near side of the rubber. Checks to first. Moranto staggers back to the bag. Dusan having to shade to cover and grab the ball that was off the base. 0-1 still to count to Minio. Big hit in the bottom of the 9th last night. His RBI single brought the Puppets within 1 and then scored. Swings and misses at the 0-1. It's 0-2. Bruno is the on-deck hitter. Pomeroy in the hole. Moranto off of first. No one out in the 7th. The 0-2. Down low. Bounces away from Erdos. Great read by Moranto. He's in scoring position. Count 1-2 to Minio. Martin with a 1-2. Minio grounds it deep in the hole. Dusan covers it. Pitches to his pitcher, who steps on first base. Martin got there in time for the first out. Bang, bang play at first. Sal tried to leg it out. He moves Moranto to third in the process. So with 1 out and a man at third, in stands Kevin Bruno. Moranto certainly doesn't mean much right now. Pulaski keeps its infield back. Martin's first offering. Down low to Bruno. 1 ball, no strikes. KB is 0 for 3 tonight. A line out, a fly out, and a ground out. The 1-0. Bruno grounds it down the third base line. Moranto back to the bag. It ate up Jenkins. He throws to first in time. Moranto does not advance. There's 2 outs. In stands Deacon Pomeroy. He's the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th. It was a tough read for Moranto. Jenkins was playing back. I don't think Moranto realized how much space he had. Pitch to Pomeroy. Swing and a miss. Over top of an off-speed pitch to move it to 0-1. Pulaski can taste it. An out away from the playoffs. Pomeroy leans back. Martin with an 0-1. Check swing. Didn't go around. It's down low for ball 1. Deacon with 2 hits today. Both to the right side. The 1-1. Pomeroy swings and misses. Sock Puppets down to their final strike. He extended the game last night. Can he do it again? One-two to Pomeroy. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Pulaski's in the playoffs for the first time since 2021. An all-around effort to keep Burlington off the bases today. 4 hits allowed over 7 innings by River Turtles pitching in a bounce-back day after surrendering 18, and Pulaski is dancing. "5-3 the final score, and now it comes down to this week. Pulaski needs to outdo Danville by 1 game in the final 3 games to host their first playoff game in franchise history. The East is set. Danville and Pulaski to do battle on Friday. The only question is where. Five unanswered runs after a 3-run first inning by Burlington seals the deal. And that just about wraps up this weekend. Pulaski takes the series in 3 games 2-1, and the season series 4-3, moving just 2 games back of Burlington in the all-time set. A fantastic weekend of baseball, and that leaves just 1 more home game. The penultimate ends 5-3 in Pulaski's favor. I want to thank you all for tuning in here on Aware TV, YouTube, Twitter. For my producer, Thomas Leffler, I'm Josh Rothert signing off. The final game Wednesday night, Danville and Burlington at 7 p.m. We'll see you then.